Hello and welcome to another episode of Thoughtful Leaders by Collegedunia.com. Today we have with us the Dean of Hitham University for Career Development Center. He is Mr. B. Daniel Prabhakar Rao. So welcome to the show, sir.
Hi.
Yes. So I would like to introduce you now, sir. A brief introduction. Sir has an experience of over 15 years in HR and training and in placements domain. Currently, he is associated with Hitham University, Hyderabad. Also, he has done his master's degree in bachelor's administration with human resource management, specialization from Andhra University. He has a proficient knowledge in MIS system and is very target oriented. Along with this, he has also worked with a lot of other institutes like Vignan University in Guntur and has been a manager HR in Impact HR and other places as well. With Hitham University, he has been for a long time as a dean career development currently, and also as dean academics and other roles as well. So his contribution has been really immense, and I would really thank you for taking out your time today, sir. Thank you and welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your kind introduction. Thank you so much for that.
Sure, sir, sure. So my first question to you would be, like you have been with a lot of other educational institutes as well. So what is it that keeps you connected to the education sector, sir?
Yeah, education sector itself, actually, we keep talking about it's a lifelong, life itself, it's a lifelong learning, okay? So these, if you work in an industry, it's a monotonous work continuously, like you need to come up with some one product and year by year, some targets will be there, you need to sell or whatever it may be, that some monotonous work will be there. But, when you are working in education institution, every day is a innovative and new challenges, new activities. So dealing with students is always a pleasure to me. So it gives immense pleasure for being with students, and I feel always being with students, being young also. So young in mind. So and it's a lot of thoughts will come out from the students, and each student is unique. So I always enjoy taking up new challenges. I always enjoy looking at new issues and trying to solving it. So that's for that. Education institution is the right platform where it will keep you young always, and it will your thoughts or your logical thinking, everything will improve if you work with the people. It's all about working with people. It's not like working with machines, or it's not about working with some targets. It's working with people. So when you're working with one person itself will have so many lots of thoughts, different diversities in one person. So imagine the number of diversities when you're handling some 2,000, 3,000 students. So that keeps you logically thinking, that keeps you alive, that keeps you young. So educational institution is the one which will give you the liveliness.
Definitely, I agree with your point, sir. It all comes along, like you have to learn and you have to manage with people, and that is what keeps you going. So, like as you know, sir, the education system in India and other foreign countries are structured very differently. So, in your experience, what can an inbound student gain from coming and studying in Hitham College, sir?
Yeah. So what are the difference? What I've seen, the structures are different from universities to universities or the country to country. When it comes to Hitham, actually we listen from the student first, because ideally for any education institution there will be a structure of you need to finish up these 7 subjects in one semester, and you need to conduct some set of exams and assess them and give them a degree. So that's a structure what we call it as. But in that structure also we should listen from the student what exactly a student wanted and what kind of career that he wanted to make. and in that, in order to make his career, so how my structure is suiting to him, or do I need to make any some changes to suit to their needs? So ultimately, student is the and benefit taker. So he need to be satisfied. So in Hitham, along with the university defined structure, we dynamically changes based on the student need. So that's the difference what you feel, and students also watch for it in Hitham.
Definitely, sir, that is really good to know. Also, sir, as you know, like the Career Development Center itself is a new concept and is very essential one. So, what do you think are your responsibilities that you ensure should be fulfilled to help the students?
Yeah. So actually, as I mentioned, we need to see the student requirement at the same time. In Hitham, we call it as doing engineering, not just studying engineering. Okay, so doing engineering is when you will do when you like something and when you wanted to learn something, when you wanted to deeply investigate or deeply do research and do something, then you will do something. So we'll give opportunities in the Career Design Center for a doing engineering to be fulfilled. It's not just studying engineering. There is a difference between studying engineering and doing engineering, right? So for that, in the Career Design Center in Hitham, we initially, because plus two students come into the engineering without any proper goal, or majority of them will join the engineering course without any particular goal. So Career Design Center makes steps to prepare them for useful for the industry and confident about their career and the contributing to the society right from the first year. So in this aspect, the goal setting is very, very important aspect, and goal setting is the first step for career development, right? So without goal, you don't know where you are moving ahead. So for which, in Hitham Career Design Center, our responsibility is to first we'll make them understand, first year student, what kind of career is going to happen next 3 years or 4 years down the line, where they are going to land upon after engineering, or if they are studying mechanical engineering, what it takes in mechanical engineering, what kind of opportunities are there in mechanical engineering after 4 years, or triple E, mechanical, EC, CSE, what are the branch specific. Or usually plus two students joins engineering colleges because majority of the majority of the people taking engineering, it's just a passion, and my neighbor have taken, I also wanted to take just for the passion kind of thing, though they are taking, but without knowing the benefit of it. So the first year is more of first semester is more of giving them awareness, more of making them educated about what exactly engineering is, and making them aware of what exactly this engineering is going to give some kind of opportunities for them when they move out of the campus. So it's the first semester of that. And second semester, once we give the awareness, and anyhow, though we give awareness, they take their own inputs from their well-being, and the people. Some my uncles, settled in Dubai. My uncle working in Infosys, so he said me to go like this. I'm going like this. So let them take some input. So after giving some awareness to them, they also take some awareness from their peers and their relatives and all. Clubbing all these things, we'll ask them to realize their own goal. It's not like we setting their goal. It's not, we'll ask students to realize their own goal through some psychometric analysis and interaction with the alumni, interaction with the people, those who are settled in industry, and the one-on-one interaction with the students. So then in second semester, what will happen? We make them realize their goal. Let's say I joined in electronics and communication engineering, so I wanted to get into NASA. It's out of a dream I just said. So, but they don't know what it takes, how to prepare for NASA to get there. So for that, we introduce the alumni who are working in relevant fields, and we invite the industry people, and we invite the psychometric analysis experts also. And these three people will sit together with the student at the same time. After make them some realize of their goal, then we, all these experts and along with the students, will design a career path. Okay, career path in the sense, okay, let's say it's the same example, I wanted to get into NASA. So get into NASA, what kind of, we call it as a begin with keeping end in your mind. You know that sentence, right? So begin with keeping end in your mind. So let's say NASA is my end goal, short-term end goal. Sorry. So for that, so what kind of eligibility? What is the eligibility for NASA? What kind of skill set they are expecting? What is the recruitment process? And what kind of the time it will take? So with all these calculations, okay. So now for all these things, this is the eligibility. For this eligibility, what I should be doing in first semester, second semester, third semester, like a career path we keep giving. Okay. So once we give the career path, okay, we will say, okay, next semester by third semester you should be completing this course, or you should be getting into this training, or you should be learning, or you should be reading this book. So this kind of suggestions while we interact with the students, we prepare a career path. That's why earlier we have one more tagline called "Find Your Path." Okay, so in order to find their learning path, so we design a tentative learning path and we give that. Okay, so when we are giving this learning path, the beauty is we involve even parents also, parent and student, and we'll say this is what your word is thinking about, and this is the aspiration. For this, what we are planning along with the industry experts and alumni, and this is what we are proposing. Is that okay with you, or are you wanted to make any changes? So this kind of discussions will happen in second semester. And when it comes to the third semester, which is second year 2-1, we keep giving aptitude, because whichever the job, even if you wanted to aim for the government job, private job, software job, any job, or higher education, GRE, TOEFL, everywhere the must and should first step is the aptitude. Okay, so which is not part of your curriculum, as you mentioned the structure, right? So it is beyond the structure. So we keep giving more inputs on this aptitude point of view in second year 2-1. And when it comes to 2-2, we give a relevant technology. Let's say if I'm studying ECE, in the ECE there are subjects called embedded system, VLSI and all. But still, along with that, in certification in those particular technologies, we make them stand alone. Okay, so and then they can perform very well when they go for interview. So when it comes to the third year, that is that is a fifth semester and sixth semester. It's a combination of aptitude, combination of technical and certification courses. We give a comprehensive campus recruitment training, so which will make them complete by third year ending. So they are ready by 4-1 for the campus recruitment. So this is how the career design center works, for which in Hitham every week 6 hours are allotted only to develop the employability. In this in between we have assessments also. Even that assessments are not a local assessment or what Hitham has been designed. We wanted to compare Hitham students with the Indian level institutions. Let's say there are some platforms like CoCubes, AMCAT, NASCOM. These kind of assessment tests will be there. So we conduct assessments, and again we groom them, and again we reconduct the assessment number 2. Then we'll compare the difference between it, and then we'll suggest the students where they need to grow and where they need to learn more, and we facilitate them with the training, and they'll be ready with the industry for the industry by 4-1. I think I have taken a lot of time on explaining. It's a huge exercise that we are doing. Hope I'm not making you feel bored, right?
No, no, sir, it is not like that. I was actually intrigued to know how it works, year by year. So that is
Yeah.
really insightful that Hitham is taking so many steps for this. So, sir, as you know, private colleges exist a lot in India. So, how do you think Hitham ensures that they stand out of this crowd?
Yeah, so it's a very good question actually. I think you by now you also know that AICT has been introduced new courses, right? AI and ML and data science, cybersecurity, IoT. These are the new courses has been introduced across India by so many colleges. As you mentioned, private engineering colleges have adopted all these new courses. But the parent mind or the student mind, these courses are new, but how college these new courses are going to be taken up further forward, right? How college is expertise in it. In fact, the courses are new, but where is the expertise in existing college? Because we are all academic people, we never worked in industry and we don't know what is going to be. And parents also very much worried about how the opportunities will be. And if it is standard branches like EC, EEE, there is a proof that there are these many 90% of the students got placed and all in these particular courses. But there is no proof to show them, then to get the confidence how new courses are going to be taken up. So for which Hitham has come up with a very unique thing, which is making us excellence that I think on my screen, I think IBM partnership, you're going to see in this. So IBM partnership, because why we have gone for partnership is that, so IBM is the one who is in the market. Those people are the experts. So in this particular emerging technologies, what ASIT has been introduced. So with the help of industry experts, the IBM, what IBM will do, they develop our faculty, they develop the curriculum, they develop the assessments, and they bring the students to the level of industry. So that's the beauty of HITM, where other colleges doesn't have much. Maybe some college might be having, but as a HITM, we are out of these private colleges affording. It involves a lot of money. It involves a lot of energy. It involves a lot of dynamism in making timetables. Dynamism, like introducing the resource people. All these things, infrastructure, labs, all these things, takes a lot of effort. So, but it's fortunately we could able to make all the arrangements, and our faculty were trained on these emerging technologies. Plus, usually in other engineering colleges, any engineering college, if MTech, if they have MTech qualification or doctorate qualification, they are eligible for faculty. Okay, this is the second advantage what I'm trying to tell. First advantage is IBM is developing curriculum. IBM is grooming faculty. IBM is assessing people, and so that people will be industry ready. Second advantage for what is that making a differentiator in the HITM when it's compared to the other private engineering colleges, the faculty strength. So faculty, anyone who completed MTech or anyone who completed doctorate, PhD, they are eligible for the faculty position, right? So for that, but our college is also having a sufficient and more than sufficient faculty. Plus, these faculty were trained to how to handle the adult students. That's more important. Where, because as you all know that even though in this lockdown time, the people they have learned so many technologies. Some people have done so many courses online, Coursera, all those kind of online courses are there. But still, though courses are there, and though the knowledge is available everywhere in the internet, so then what is the need of the faculty? So the need of the faculty stands how to make that content easily understandable to them, because they are the experts, and at the same time, and faculty should know how to make them understand. So that's important. So because maybe in online courses, maybe the content will be there. If you have interest, they will learn. But if I don't have interest, I'll how to bring that interest in the student and then give the content is a game changer. So our faculty were trained to how to handle the adult students, and our pedagogy is also different. Like I think you might have heard about outcome-based education, OBE we call it as. Project-based learning, PBL we call it as. Problem-based learning, PBL we call it as. So faculty were trained to teach the same content in a different way. That is, we call it as change of pedagogy. So for that, faculty were trained under IUCE, US Collaborative Engineering Education. So we are very much geared up. So all these things are making us, stand alone.
Definitely, sir. These new courses like IoT, AI, ML, all of these are very essential. And like as I can, relate might be to the same youth part. So I really think these are important, and people are very interested in, learning more about of these courses. And Hitham is doing a lot for all of these as well. So based on the same thing, sir, how important do you think is the students should also be updated on these subjects? Like as the technology has changed now, so the curriculum has changed. So how important do you think that it should keep on changing and evolving as well?
Yeah, it's a student must be. That's why it's something correlated to the first question what you asked. So being an education institution, everyone is every day is a student. We should be a student every day. Okay, so if you see some 3-4 years back, big data is in a big good boom. Or another 3 years back, maybe Java. Another 3 years back, SAP. So technology is very dynamic. It keeps changes. So if you don't update yourself, if you don't upgrade yourself, then you are not there in the race, right? So it's a very, very important thing where students need to update themselves, get updated. Let's say mechanical engineering is there. So mechanical engineering students, what they think, okay, I'm a core mechanical engineering student. I don't need to learn C. I don't need to learn Java. But nowadays, it's all automating the things like core mechanical engineering thing need to be automated. So in this process of automation, students must be having core knowledge plus the basics of programming languages. So this is the update what mechanical students need to have in their mind, and they should not stop themselves. That's why they'll be deprived of the job opportunities which are there in the market. And in return, they say that there are no mechanical jobs. Mechanical jobs are there until and unless you take up, upgrade yourself and get yourself ready for the industry.
Definitely, sir. So along with this knowledge, if you ask the curriculum knowledge of any engineering, be it mechanical or electrical, nowadays this technological skill has been an important thing for any career development.
Right, exactly.
Right, sir? Yes. So any other message, sir, that you would like to give to the current youth or the aspiring students from Hitham College, sir?
Yeah. So one thing I wanted to tell that, and in fact, I feel jealous the current generation. I feel jealous about them because the opportunities are plenty these days. You take Zomato, okay? Zomato, we look at as a just food delivering thing, but in the background of it, there are so many programmers working behind. So, which means some 1 or 2% of improvement is there in the employability aspect of it. Okay, we just look at as a software company to be part of, and then software jobs are there. But if you take Ola, Zomato, all these are innovative thoughts, innovative opportunities. In fact, shifting of your house itself is a big, so many opportunities, job opportunities, right? Like there are a lot of logistics background, data management people will be there, and the software developer people will be there. So everything. So what I mean to say is the opportunities are plenty. Number one, don't narrow yourself saying you just complete your +2, go into engineering, then software job, then going to America, and then get married. This is not the standard pattern. Lots of opportunities are there in each and every aspect. In fact, nowadays, thanks to the Indian government, there are so many measures has been taken up to develop the startup culture. Even in COVID, pandemic situation, also there are so many funding encouragement activities happen to students to come up with innovative thoughts. So don't restrict yourself for a job-oriented course. You just widen up your thought process, go wide, think beyond, and don't stop yourself, restrict yourself only just to settle with some 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs job. You just think, go beyond. Your brain is tuned to give whatever the technology to be learned very fast than the older people, right? So that's why when you have more young generation in a country, that means the country is more wealthy. Okay, so that means young brain takes different kind of ideas, and there are a lot of opportunities awaiting for you. It's only thing you need to tap it. You don't tap and you restrict yourself saying, my uncle is in TCS, my brother is in one software company of 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs. So then he got married and he's making his life very nice. That's also good. But you have a capability, you have a scope, you have an opportunity, you have government systems to support a lot, you have institution systems support a lot to start your own thing. You think innovatively, go beyond. Nowadays, it's a 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs is a very minimum thing. As a package point of view I'm talking about. So there are so many avenues are awaiting. Don't restrict yourself. At the same time, you should enjoy studying engineering, right? So it's like, and studying engineering also, I don't encourage students to call this as a pandemic situation. I tell the students it's an opportunity situation for engineers at least, because engineers are the one who works on the problem statements and build up some project on it, right? So this is the problem set. So seek opportunity in every problem. So then you will enjoy your life and there are so many opportunities by the Indian government itself, state government and the institutions. So explore all those things, enjoy the study, and find out yourself what is that you wanted to become. Go beyond, don't restrict yourself, and above all, attitude is the important thing. When you're going for any job opportunity after 4 years of engineering, though you are very much expertise in AI and ML, cyber, all technologies, also, if you don't have attitude of being humble, attitude of making people to be accommodative, and if we don't have an attitude of team player, team builder, and attitude of learner, continuous learner, these things if you don't have, maybe you may get job for 1 year or 2 years, and then your career will be spoiled. So everywhere, be a good human being. Don't restrict yourself to the small jobs, and you just widen up, open up the opportunities. Don't restrict yourself. Attitude is on the top.
I definitely agree with you, sir. Attitude changes everything, is what a lot of people like. It is a famous quote as well. So, thank you so much for coming on our show today, sir. And thank you for sharing so many insights about Hitham College. I'm pretty sure all our viewers will get a very better image of Hitham and how it actually operates and how the curriculum is, and for the career development as well. So thank you for being a part of this show, sir. And from the whole team of Collegedunia as well, I thank you for giving up your time today and sharing such thoughtful insights, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Convey my wishes to all your college team.